hello,
Working.
Twitch. It might be because I'm not on the page. I'll see if I can see it when I get back on the
Hmm.
page. I'm currently working on setting up Thysse for the stream, but welcome in. It's good to see y'all. Tonight we have Thysse doing this with us. Thysse, say hello.
Greetings, chat.
They can see you now, so you can wave.
Greetings, chat. How are we doing tonight?
All right. So, there we go. Add. Okay. Control V. Now, if I come up here and I roll a dice. Nice. All right, so it does pop up the results now.
Sweet. So do you need me to send that message in the Discord now?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
All right, it works.
Just putting my Twitch up so that I've got it ready for chat.
All right, so that should give. Heck yeah. So that'll give the totals right there. So that would have been a 46. Perfect. So now chat will be able to live see all the rolls, and I'll be able to check the numbers. You're so sad you can't listen because you're at D&D, but you lurk. Oh, that's unfortunate. But hey, we'll still have fun, Wolfie. Thank you for stopping by. All right. Oops. Now I'm trying to see if I can make chat roll. That's the last thing I want to try to get set up is chat being able to roll.
Yes, sir.
Dream controllers. All right. All right. Gonna go over to Twitch now. Dice tab and okay. Where's the export button? I've got the configs and I've saved it. I'm just trying to find the export. Edit. Is the export here? Ah. Add to extension. Got it. Confirm. Now that's available on the Twitch extension. All right. So. Thysse, there should now be a Twitch overlay for dice, and it should just let you roll a D100.
Let us see. There is an overlay.
All right, try rolling a D100 for me. It's D100 plus D10 is what it should say. But that's what makes up a percentile dice. Yeah, sorry, it's taken us a second to get started. We're working on it.
We have discovered new things. Because of my ping, it is being extremely slow.
No, that's not on your end. That's why in the world is it streaming in 160p? What in the world happened? All right, let's try that. Settings. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. For everyone who was already here. Yeah, that was weird. You should be getting full speed now, everyone. All right. So you said you were going to try the overlay?
I cannot. Because of my ping, the overlay is just stuck.
Stuck? Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
Random Duck, are you in the chat? We are getting started now, everybody. Sorry for the delay on things. Sorry for what was happening. Random Duck, there should be a dice overlay now. Can you see if you can activate it and roll a D100 for me? It should say D100 plus D10 or something once you have the overlay set up. Overlay question mark? It's an extension. Are you on your laptop or you on your phone? Tell her where the extension is, because I won't be able to see it.
It is on the right-hand side, just next to chat. It will be just above blurb. So you should then see like a semi-translucent die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so funny. You having to do stuff to install it? That doesn't surprise me. Anyone who wants to use it, though, this will let you roll the luck roll for them when you give them loot or monsters. So this will allow you to roll when you give them loot or monsters instead of me rolling it or them rolling it.
Much more entertaining.
Ooh, fancy.
Greetings.
Right, Willow? You can try the extension, too. So you might have to install the extension for yourself, but once you have the extension set up, you should just be able to click roll the D100 plus the D10, and it should roll the loot roll for us. So I'm hoping to get that working, because it works for me. I can roll it, and it pops up on screen. So if I come over here and I click roll, boom. Wow, that would have been a good roll, wouldn't it? 99, Thysse.
That would have been, well, depends on the table.
Well, yes, this is true. But on the loot table, that's a great roll. That's a legendary item.
Oh, is it? I haven't memorized the table, so I have no idea.
Oh, I haven't sent you the table for the loot rolls and stuff. But yeah, a 99 is in fact a legendary item.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll take that.
Right? You
Yeah,
have a
I'm
dice
getting the same.
screen
It's just
spinning saying loading. All right. Well, hopefully
yeah,
it
it's just saying
starts
the same to
working.
me.
I've never used this extension before, so it might take a little bit of finagling to get it to work. But if it doesn't work this time, we'll have the dice rolling hopefully working next time. Like when you try to roll, yeah, like I said, we'll try to get it working next time. If it doesn't work this time, you can try again. Random duck, refresh the stream and come back and then try it. Because this would be cool for chat interactions if we can get y'all to roll the dice. That would be awesome. Is there a link? There's not a link. There should be a dice next to the blurb icon on the stream. It's an extension, so you would access it from the stream. If you're on like the computer, it'll be next to chat. If you're on a phone, I don't know where it would be. I'm sorry, but there are ways to access them on the phone. I've seen it before. I just don't know how. All right. We have plenty of people here though, so while y'all try to figure that out, I am going to ignore chat for just a minute and read out the intro for our friend here, and then we are going to get started with his, well, demise. So I won't be able to see chat for just a minute. Bastion is the last hope of the sentient races. Over 7 centuries ago, dark mists rained down on the world with the curse of the slain gods. No one knows who killed the gods or why, but the mist that sprayed out like blood and covered the world corrupted the people it touched. Bastion was a smaller city then, home to the World Tree and the Elves. It went by another name, Yggdrasil. The World Tree resisted the corruption of the dead gods and let those who escaped its reign live. Such as that life was. Soon, the city became crowded and built up walls right to the edge of the World Tree's protection. But not all things last. The tree started to die. Engineers from the Alliance of Races, botanists, and the wizards all gathered at the tree to solve the problem. The tree, what was once thought to be an endless source of mana, was running out. The engineers and wizards created devices that could feed the tree mana stones, and the dungeon was opened. A dungeon beneath the World Tree that the elves had known about for millennia, but had been unable to conquer. They had sealed it, and that was in order to protect themselves from monsters and miasma from leaking into their city. Now, they were running out of food, and the tree's protection was failing, and civil unrest had broken the city into multiple factions. They opened the dungeon, and centuries later, the dungeon still operates the city. It is a brutal place where you are more likely to die than live. Every citizen must go in once at the age of 20. Those who make it out can take any other job or continue to become a dungeon explorer. But everyone must pay the tax at the end of the year, and if you can't, you will be executed and your body used as fertilizer for the tree. The tax is paid in mana stones collected from the dungeon, and increases year after year for the citizens old enough to pay it until it hits a cap when they turn 35. The first year, it is only 5,000 stones, and while that may not sound like a lot, a single goblin only drops 1 stone. The mist still persists outside the city, and many expeditions have been put together to try and find, any other civilizations or safety. But none have returned save for the third. And they came back twisted and unnatural. They had new limbs made of a material that seemed to flow as much as it moved. They didn't have hands or feet. They were only recognizable by the faces stretched out over 3 feet wide and centered on the creatures that they had become. The faces were the last remnant of those who had set out long ago. These powerful horrors climbed the walls and fought back at the edge of the World Tree's protection, bringing in a small amount of corruption with them. The people who had been touched by it voluntarily went into the wastes to hopefully prevent another similar tragedy. You are all citizens who have just turned 20 and must now adventure out into the dungeon. All right. So, Thysse, introduce us to your character, please.
So, I am starting my first sacrifice to the tree is a Drakeling character by the name of Silas. As a Drakeling, he has long claws, a greenish hue, slightly taller, but very sturdy, very stout. Always looks down his nose.
You tried
at,
swapping browsers too, and it
everything.
didn't help. All right. Hopefully, I can get it to work. Until then, when y'all redeem them, I will still roll it. Hopefully, by next stream, we'll have something working for that. Because I do want something to roll, but I got the link to this from Thysse 8 minutes before stream. So, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we sort of were like, it would be cool to have people roll. Let's find something now.
All right, sorry to interrupt you, Thysse. You
No
can keep
worries,
going.
no worries. So, as a Drakeling, I am focused on physical prowess and attacks, and as such, I have much longer reach and much longer claws than other Drakelings. Apart from that, that is the main physical description of my character. Let's see how long this one lasts.
So, what is your talent and what is your flaw?
My talent is that I have longer reach due to my clan's focus on physical damage and physical prowess. My flaw is that I have no access to the elemental damage that is innate to other Drakelings.
Yeah, hopefully I'll have the dice thing configured by next stream. Since it doesn't seem to be working for y'all this time, I will make the rolls for now. But hopefully next time y'all will be able to make the rolls. All right. So, you are a Drakeling.
Yes.
Do you want to have the introduction to the dungeon from your race or go straight to the dungeon?
Let's just jump in.
Okay. There is an introduction specifically for Drakelings already. You can go check my YouTube afterwards if you want to see it. And we'll just go ahead and jump in.
Yeah, cool.
What is your question, though?
Question. I want to roll one item of loot.
Okay.
Do I do that when I'm in the dungeon, or do I do that before?
It can only be done in the dungeon, because the only things you're allowed to take into the dungeon, legally only barbarians can take a weapon. For everyone else, the only thing you can take in are 3 sandwiches of preserved meat and cheese, 3 days worth of water in a water skin, a leather bag to hold them, and 3 6-inch long torches that will last for 3 hours apiece.
Okay.
And so that is your current inventory. Nothing else. All right.
I should probably write that down.
You should. I said it for a reason.
I can spell.
He can't spell, don't listen to him. English is like his 12th language.
Well, it's not even my first. It's like my half language. So it's 3 torches, 3 hours apiece, a bag, 3 sandwiches, and I know there was something else, but my brain has lost it.
3 torches. You don't have dark vision. Those torches will be important. They last for 3 hours apiece. All right.
Yeah, no, I've got the torches. Torches were like the first one.
3 days of food and a water skin with 3 days worth of water. Gonna lurk for a bit, still listening for the torture? There you go. All right. So, you can rotate this. Oh, actually, what layer is that on? Yes, it is on the token layer. I just had to make sure. Let me get rid of that real quick and select that. Because what I didn't do is I didn't give you control of your character yet. Controlled by Thysse. Save changes. It's not a perfect token, but
I-
we will do tokens better once we have everyone's characters set for who they're going to be. Your initial tokens are all going to be the generic ones from Roll20. All right. Now, you don't
Should I be
have dark
seeing
vision.
something on Roll20?
What?
Should I be seeing anything on Roll20?
Not yet.
Okay.
I
No,
will
that's cool.
enable your
I was just
vision
checking
into
that
the dungeon. I'll enable your vision into the dungeon in just a moment. Before that,
No worries.
I wanted to say, when you enter the dungeon is a giant portal underneath the world tree. It is blue and green swirling together with electrical effects inside of a wooden archway that forms at the base of the world tree. When you step through this, you feel as if your body goes almost comatose momentarily, as if a static shock went right over you and exploded behind you instead of affecting you directly. And the cold and the static wash over you, putting your senses on edge. And then, after that, you arrive here. Now, you should be able to see something.
I do.
There is dim light here. You can see for about 15 to 20 feet ahead of you because of the dim light. The thing that looks like an exit behind you is plain wall. The dim light comes from cracks in the ceiling above you.
I see. I see.
When you look around, it looks like this cave was formed naturally by water. But there are no stalagmites on the bottom of the cave or stalactites on top. It looks like there was something that came through afterwards and cut through them and got rid of them. So this cave seems to be inhabited. Above you, you can see one thin crack running along the surface of the ceiling about 20 feet to the end of this kind of corridor. And it is providing just enough light for you to be able to make out your surroundings, but nothing is clear to you. All right. Now, what would you like to do?
Well, first, I'm just checking my stats because I needed to remember those.
Absolutely.
Because that is useful.
Yep, absolutely.
I want to take a few steps forward before I light any torch so I can sort of quietly see if I can hear around the corner, see anything around the bend.
How far forward would you like to go?
Maybe like 5-10 feet.
All right, that's 5 feet, and this would be 10 feet.
Yeah, 10 feet. I'll go 10
and
feet.
you can move that token, by the way.
Yeah. I was more describing before I moved.
I understand.
And then I would like to try and sort of investigate, hear, listen, see.
Okay. Roll me a perception check for now.
Perception is intelligence.
Wisdom.
Or is that wisdom?
Perception is wisdom.
Good thing. Good thing it was that.
Yes.
Right. That is a nat 1. I have no idea what's going on.
So, what you hear is you can hear the dripping of stones onto other stones. And you cannot make sense of what this sound is, but it sounds like a river of stones falling over themselves onto other stones, but you're not quite sure if the noise is physical or in your head.
That tracks. I'm gonna light a torch because I can't see anyway.
Okay.
And with
Those
that
torches
perception
last
check,
for
everything
3
knows.
hours. When you light your torch, you are able to see. Oh, this corridor continues down this way from your current position, and there's an opening here you can see.
Right, cool. I would like to somewhat stealthily, it's not my skill set, but
Okay.
I will stealthily begin moving forward.
All right. If you would like to enter stealth, make a stealth check for me.
All right. Stealth. What is my stats? I need to read that one for stealth.
This first character of
Okay,
his is
cool.
a Drakeling who has really long claws and extra reach, but cannot access any type of elemental effects from his species. All right. So what'd you roll on your stealth check?
I rolled a 13. I will take that.
Okay. So you stealthily begin to creep forward. Move your character as far forward as you want to go while you're doing that.
I want to get there and
Okay.
then just sort of look around between the two branches and sort of see.
Make a perception
Do I
check
notice?
as you walk around the corner.
That is an 8.
All right, stream. Are you ready, kids?
This is going to hurt.
All right. So that is going to be a 17 because this goblin has a +2 to hit. And it has a +1 to
Ow.
damage. Was that a 6? It was. So you take 7 damage from a goblin arrow. A goblin was
Ow.
waiting for you when you tried to do what you've done. It was waiting down this hallway.
That makes sense. I actually forgot to roll my health.
Health isn't a roll. Health is 4 plus 2 times your Constitution modifier.
Well, I forgot to write it down, so that is useful.
So what's your Constitution modifier?
On that character, it is a +1.
So you have 6 health. You took 7 damage from an arrow. So when this goblin let loose its arrow, you didn't notice anything. All you felt was a searing pain in the side of your head, and the world faded to black.
Yeah.
Thus ends the adventures of Thyss's first character.
Right. That was chosen first for a reason.
All right.
Right. Second character. Have I named it? I have named it.
All right. We are going to go to... Here we are. Seems like a good place to put you. All right. Tell us about your second character, Thysse.
Right. Okay, let me find where that character is. So that one is a Silek.
Ooh.
I decided to call him Twig because he's a bit of a weirdo. He worships the tree.
I mean, most
All
Silex do.
hail the tree.
Most
Yeah, yeah.
Silex do.
So very socially inept, has no clue about anything apart from the tree. Um, I did make him blind because I thought, you
Interesting.
know what? The cave is dark. I don't need eyes to see. I can use smell and hearing. So he is blind, but he uses his sight, his smell, and his hearing to compensate for that.
Mm-hmm.
He is very weak.
Yes. Most Silex are.
I'm just busy doing the health on this one as well because I did not do health on any of them.
Yeah, it's 4 plus 2 times your con modifier at level 0. Y'all already love Twig. I'm glad you super love Twig. Twig was an interesting one.
Twig was fun. Twig was fun to build.
Hey, if it makes you feel better,
Do
I also have no
that.
idea where you are or what the dungeon's going to reveal. All right. So,
Right.
have you set up?
I have 4 health.
Yep, sounds about right. You are going in with the same exact materials you had before. Et se trouve, moi ici, tiny problem. Where you are, you can barely see. It's even dimmer than it was in the previous area. You already know what happened when you came through the portal. This time, you've landed in a sandy patch with hundreds of gravel rocks around you, some the size of your head, some the size of a tiny little, grain of sand. And to your right, it fades into pure darkness within about 12 feet. To your left, relative to the map. So, on the left side of the map, it gets a little bit brighter as it goes towards that intersection.
Okay. I would like to roll an investigation or perception or something.
Okay.
I want to kind of see what's going on.
Go ahead. Give me a roll. Tell me what you roll.
That is a +1.
Hey, there you go.
Right. I get a +1 this time.
And I mean, Twig is blind, so the darkness doesn't really hurt Twig.
I got a 13. What do I hear? What do I smell?
All right. With a 13, you can smell that to your right, there's a foreign scent that reeks of blood and viscera, as well as the earthy and moldy scent of spider webs. To your
Thank you.
left, you can hear the sound of talking, but you can't tell where the talking is coming from, whether it be where the tunnel goes to the right or the left at the split.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Twig, what do we do?
Firstly, I'm going to go into stealth.
Okay, go ahead. Make your roll.
Because I don't want to deal with spiders.
That's fair.
That is an 8. That is not very stealthy. He's very socially awkward.
You crouch down and kind of slide across the gravel that is beneath your feet, as you try to make your way forward, you're in a sandy, gravelly area. Not the best place to try to sneak around.
Yeah, no, that makes sense for Twig. He's only ever been by the tree.
And he's blind, so you know.
And he's blind. I'm gonna make this one hurt. Everyone is gonna be so sad when he dies.
Do it.
That's why I put the effort into this character.
Go ahead.
I'm going to. You said to the right was the scent of
To the right was
spider?
the scent of the spiders and the webs. Rando Duck asks why you wish to pain them.
Because if I have to deal with 4 of my characters dying, I'm gonna make you attached to one of them.
You heard it here first, folks.
Oh, I cannot move my character.
Oh, well, let me fix that for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Options controlled by Thysse. Bloody more spiders. Oh, these are a completely different kind of spiders. All right, you have control now.
Cool. I'm gonna move 10 feet, and then I'm going to sort of
All right. Because of how your vision works,
look
I'm
around.
actually. You're not going to look around. You can't see anything. I'm actually going to give
Well,
you
I'm
extra
gonna
data
listen
here
around.
because you would be able to hear certain things that you couldn't see. So you can see a little bit around corners more than other people can with this character.
Sweet. Do I hear any like skittering,
Make a
any
perception
like
check.
mandibles clacking?
With
Perception.
advantage because you asked a specific question.
Oh. So, how do I roll with advantage? I don't remember
You
how
roll
to use
twice
that
and take
dice.
you just roll twice and take the highest of the two. So roll 2d20s and take the highest of the two. Write what down?
That is an 8.
That's with advantage?
I rolled a 7 and a 5.
You hear mandibles clicking directly behind you. Directly behind you.
I would like to spin around and attack.
All right. With your
And sort
bare
of just
hand?
run backwards attacking.
With your
I've
bare
got
hand?
no weapon, so yes.
Okay.
I've got nothing else.
Make an attack roll.
Is it dex or strength based?
You can do either.
I would like to be dex based.
The damage is still strength based for unarmed attacks, but you can do either dex or strength for your attack. For the record. All right. Let me know what you roll.
That is an 8.
Your fist smashes really hard into the gravel, and it cuts up your bottom left hand. Until this hand is tended to, it cannot hold a weapon.
I'm gathering the clacking was the stones falling over each other.
Yes. It was an auditory
Yeah.
hallucination of mandibles. There was no spider. It was the
that makes
gravel
sense.
from behind you.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna just like walk just before that corner. I'm assuming
Okay.
if I stand there, I'm not in sight of the corner.
You're not inside of the corner. And this is the information that I can give you from that.
Yeah. Do I now hear where the voices are coming from a bit better?
You don't. The voices have stopped.
Can I try and make like a chittering sound or some kind of weird dungeon sound?
You can attempt. Make a performance
Before.
check.
Great question. Which one does performance use? Charisma.
Charisma.
Ooh,
Charisma.
okay. All right, let's do it. That's an 11. I
All
have a
right.
-1 on charisma, and I rolled higher than my attacks.
So, you attempt to make a chittering sound. And as you attempt to do this, you are semi-overwhelming your own senses of hearing. And so your next hearing perception check will be made at disadvantage.
Hmm. Well, given what the map looks like and what I can sort of puzzle out about the corners,
Now you know why you couldn't hear where the voices
do
came
I
from.
smell? Do I smell anything?
You still just smell the dank spider you smelled before.
Okay. I'm then going to walk around the corner. And do I notice anything now that I've like sort of gone into the passageway
What's your passive perception?
before I? Um, I have a +1 to wisdom.
So 11?
And a 0 friend.
All right. As you pass around that corner, you trip over a piece of rope that was laid across the base, just at ankle height, and it's covered in dirt. You could never have smelled it. You could never have heard it. And you tumble into the gravel. You hear running footsteps, and around the corner from this direction, a man with a large greatsword comes and plants the sword in the ground, and a woman with a staff in hand breezes around this corner, pointing the staff in your direction. You can hear the clanging of the armor, you can hear the panting of the breath, and the man who came around this corner is going to say, "Who the hell are you?"
Thank God, there's this giant spider. I just been chased by it. It's huge. It's coming. It's coming like it's coming right now, and I'm gonna try and get past the woman.
Are
I sort of like
you going
scurry,
to?
like I'm terrified.
All right. Make an athletics check.
Does the fact that I'm like scurrying on the ground and like I've got cuts help?
It does not help you or hurt you.
Okay. Oh, good question. I need to look at that. That is a +1. That is a 5.
You failed. They got a 10, and they have a +2 in strength. She grabs you by the fur on the back of your neck and holds you up, and she says, "Good. We were hunting spiders." And she holds you over her shoulder, trapping all four of your arms between her shoulder and her neck, and walks forward towards the corner.
Well, I'm glad to have helped.
All right. Then you see the man go around the corner, or you don't see, you hear the man go around the corner, and as he reaches, 30, 40 feet away, you hear him begin to clash. And it only takes a couple of seconds, and then you hear him walking back.
While I hear him clash, do I notice if she has a torch?
Make a perception check. Because you can't see, so you can't tell by light levels.
Well, no, but I would assume I would feel the heat or smell the
Well,
smoke.
that's why I said make a perception check.
I'm just trying to figure out how she is seeing. That is an 18.
She doesn't. The man does. But you can get a faint sense, a sensation of magical energy coming from the end of her staff.
I would like to try and kick her staff while she's got me up on her shoulder before the man gets back.
Make an
Try and
athletics
kick
roll.
it out of her hand.
Make an athletics roll.
That's an 11.
I'm sorry, you still don't succeed. And when you do this, she holds you tighter. And she says, calm, little Silent, calm. We're not using you as bait.
Sure seems like you are.
And at that moment, the man comes around the corner. If I wanted you to be bait, I'd have thrown you to the spiders. But if you go that way, you may find something that's much worse. We can tell it's your first time in here. We can see the beginner's satchel.
Well, if I'm not bait, can I be put down?
Are you going to try to run past me? She asks you.
If I'm not bait, I won't.
Okay, then. And she sets you down, and she says, I recommend you head either north or wait till we clear out the spiders and head east. If you head down that way, well, there is a safe area, but there are some not so nice characters watching it.
Or I could stick by you.
I'm afraid you
I can
can't.
hear things.
We're going down to the second
I can.
floor.
I'm very useful. I can hear things
It's your first
and smell
time.
things.
You can't come down to the second floor with us, and we have to be fast. We don't have time to take care of you.
Pity.
All right.
All right.
After they let you go, you see them begin to run off, and they run at a speed that is hard for you to comprehend. About, if you were to put into D&D terms, they can move about 50 to 70 feet per turn between the two of them. And they very quickly, you hear them leave by going around this corner up here.
All right, cool. So I'm going to go and sort of sneak around here. I'm
Okay.
not sneaking properly. I'm just sort of quietly
As you make
looking
your way
around the corner
around,
to see.
yep, as you make your way around, and you use your chittering to create that sense of echolocation, you can observe that there is a torn up spider carcass that is 12 feet in diameter, hanging from the ceiling in pieces.
I would like to loot it and see what I can get.
As you try to loot it, they've already taken everything that is of value except the spider meat. You could attempt to eat the spider meat, but you know that many of the dungeon animals are poisonous. You could try this for rations, but you can also make a nature check to see if you know if this one is poisonous or not before you do so.
I'll make a nature check. Nature is intelligence.
All right. Somebody has spawned you random loot. So,
Ooh.
that is really high. Is that an 81? Wow, okay. It didn't come from the spider. You'll see it later.
Right. I was gonna say I also want to spawn myself random loot at one point, just for
No.
fun.
That's fine. You'll see it later. It didn't come from the spider.
No, that's cool.
What's your nature check?
I hadn't rolled it because you said random loot, and I was like, ooh, I'll
Yeah.
stop.
All right, go ahead.
2. I have no idea.
You have no idea if this is poison artist or not. You can seem to recall that maybe it was mentioned, but it might not have been this kind of spider because you can't tell what color it is. And part of the description that everyone gives for spiders to tell whether they're poisonous or not is color.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 portions of meat and put them in my bag.
Okay. You reach in.
I'm not going to eat them.
You reach in and you pull off the meat, and it comes off in strips like string cheese. And you're pulling it out of the smashed guts and viscera on the wall that are coating it in a sticky, slimy substance. And it sticks to your hand and causes your fingers to be hard to open.
Mm.
Which hand did you
Are
grab
there
it
any
with?
fangs left on this? I would have used the non-injured hand.
Yes, but which one? You have 4 hands.
The other spare right hand.
Okay. So
So I
the
got one on
bottom
each
right
side
hand?
that work.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
your bottom right hand is going to have a hard time letting go of anything if you try to use it for anything for a while.
That's cool. Are there any fangs? Did they leave the fangs?
The entire head was taken.
Ah, pity. I wanted to see if I could fashion myself a weapon.
I mean, you could pick up a spider leg and try to use it as a weapon. If you can find any that are intact.
Are there any intact?
Why don't you look? Make an investigation check.
Well, I assumed investigation. Oh, okay.
Also,
Da.
these are part of the loot table rolls, so y'all can ignore these. This will tell me which one
16.
he actually gets. Oh, interesting. You got a
I rolled
one-handed weapon.
16.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking at loot. So with a 16, you are going to end up noticing that none of the spider legs are really intact enough for you to use as a weapon, much more than maybe a single claw. But if you were to try to use it as a weapon, there's a chance you would cut yourself as well.
I will take it for now, but I'm going to be careful not to grab it with the hand that's not letting go.
Okay. Are you putting it in your right or
Because I
left
can
good
maybe
hand?
throw left good hand.
Okay. What are you doing next?
They said to head north, so I'm gonna begin heading north and see
That is not necessarily
what I
north.
can.
Do you have a
Is
way
it
to
not?
do you have a way to tell direction?
No, I do not.
So, not having a way to tell direction, I want you to try to make a general intelligence check to see if you could tell which direction is north.
This is gonna go well. Wait, what is my intelligence? Oh, it's a 0. 11.
11. You kind of sort of think that either this way is north, the direction you were going, or this way is north, you would have seen further down this as you walked past it and seen that this is kind of a little dead end here. So it's either this way or this way, but you're not sure which.
Well, I remember which way they went, and they said they went sort of south. No, it wasn't south. They said don't go south. They went sort of like east
Yes,
to the second floor.
however, you don't know if they meant east as in down this passageway or up this passageway, which is why you don't know if this direction or this direction is north.
True, but I sort of have some idea that they went right. So I'm gonna go forward. In
That
which
works.
case, before I get fully into the next passageway, I would like to sort of smell and hear.
Oh yeah.
What's going on?
So you can tell that up and to your right is a weirdly angled passage, and you can smell the sweat and stench of something. You can smell the same something down on the left. You can make a perception roll to see if you can tell what you're smelling or what's happening.
So basically, I'm smelling something from like the small little nooks on the two sides.
You don't know yet.
That
Make a perception roll.
That's sort of, well, no, that's sort of direction, right?
Yeah, from those
Sort of
directions,
one that way, one
from
that
those
way.
general, yeah.
Okay. Hmm. I would like to stealthily try walk
You haven't
forward.
given me your perception check yet.
Oh, perception. I forgot. I was meant to be rolling that.
Yes. I can give you the stuff your character will obviously know, but I can't give you everything.
14.
A 14. You recognize the scent as goblins. And you can hear the sweat dripping to the ground and the tension in the bowstring of one, but you don't hear anything from the other.
So I kind of have an idea of which one.
You have an idea of where they are, and I will show you in just a second. I will move them into their spots in a second.
No worries.
All right. One goblin, the one with the bow, is hiding deep in a crevice and a crack in the wall up and to your right. And the one hiding over to the left, you can't tell what it has going on for it right now. It is also deep up in this crevice. You can tell their general locations.
Right. I'm assuming the bow goblin can sort of see directly right and then forward, but it can't see back towards where I am.
Not at its current angle. You know
Okay.
that neither of them could probably see you, but you don't know if they could hear you or smell you or anything like that.
Yeah.
Goblins are dark dwellers.
I would like to stealthily approach.
Which one?
I'm not sure which goblin yet. I'm sort of going to see how stealthy I am, and then see who I'm attacking.
All right, make a stealth roll.
That is a 6. So,
All right.
given that it's so
So,
bad,
you try to
I'm
sneak forward 5 feet, and you slip on the rocks, and you hear the cry from this goblin over here on the left. Roll initiative.
on the left. Okay. That's a 20, not a 10. I need to roll 20.
Yes.
Initiative. What's the add
Dex.
for initiative?
Dex.
Dex, yeah, I thought so. 19.
You beat both of them. You could try to run away. You could try to confront them. It's all up to you.
I am going to try and run around the corner to get in melee with this goblin with the bow.
Okay.
And I'm going to try grab with one hand the bow and push it out the way. With the other hand, I'm going to try grab the goblin.
All right. Grapple is an attack check. And you
Yes.
only have one free hand that doesn't have the sticky stuff on it.
I want to grapple him with the sticky stuff.
His body or the bow?
His body,
All
his
right.
neck, if I can.
So your first attack roll is going to be against the bow. That uses one hand, and you're using the Silex advantage of 4 hands to make these attacks. So make your first one against the bow.
That is a nat 1.
You go to try to grab the bow, and he punches you in the face with it. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. 3 down.
You have
3 to go.
advantage on your attempt to grapple him with your sticky hand. Oh, shoot.
I got an 18.
That's great. But give me 1 second. I forgot to roll you your pre-roll dice that you can use to replace one roll of anything, because I was trying to set up the stream dice.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You can replace any roll tonight with a 19 one time.
You know what? I'm going to run with it.
All right.
I rolled a 19 on that bow.
Oh, you rolled a 19 on grabbing the bow? All right.
Yeah.
We can do that.
No, I'm not taking that damage. I'm not taking that damage.
So you grab the bow, and you yank it not only away, you yank it out of his hand and into yours. The arrow was still
Sweet.
attached to the string when you did so. And
Yes.
you were able to grab him by the throat. Ads be so rude.
So now
Ads do be rude. I'm sorry you get ad braked, Willow. All right. So what are we going to do?
No.
You have 1 hand left and 1 attack left because your other hand can't be used right now for it. Well, actually, I said you can't hold an object. You can technically still punch him with it, but you might take more damage doing so.
What I want to do is I want to now try and gut him using the claw.
Because he's grappled, you have advantage on this attack.
Sweet.
And for those of you who are paying attention, that's how many hit points this thing has.
I rolled a 19.
A 19 hits.
Sweet.
The damage of the spider claw is 1d4 plus your dexterity modifier. But you take 1 damage for using the spider claw.
I can handle that. So it's a 1d4 plus dex, right?
Yep.
Cool. My dex is a +1. Please be a good roll. 2.
2 plus 1 or 2 total?
2 total. I rolled a nat 1 on damage.
Unfortunate. You are able to slide the dagger into the goblin's belly and pull up, but the goblin is not dead. And that is going to be, you've used your movement, you've used your actions, you don't have any bonus actions you can use in this situation. Is there anything else you would like to use that is a free action?
Do I still have some movement left? Like 5 feet?
You would have...
Well, technically 10.
You'd have 5 feet left, but you're currently engaged in a grapple. You will not be able to let him go because you have sticky hand on him. And he's bigger than you
what
are.
What I would like to try and do is sort of turn so that I'm to the wall and he's facing the corridor.
All right, make an athletics check. Contested. I'm not saying you can't do it, but you have to make an athletics check for it. All right.
I got a 19.
He rolled a... Oh, you definitely got it. Easy. Willow! Oh, Wolfie! Thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Willow. You've now given 41 subs to the channel. We appreciate you as always. And now, Willow, you won't have ads. Also, I have made sub badges. I don't know if they're showing up yet. You're gonna have to let me know. But they do exist now. Dang, thank you. Take that, ads. There you go. Yeah, y'all have to let me know if the badges are working. I don't know how this stuff works. But I have assigned them at the very least. All right. Anyway, while they do that, you're able to put him on the other side of you. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I basically just wanted to have my back to the wall so that if somebody comes around...
That's going to cost your bonus action to do that, but yes.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I had nothing else I could do.
You have a 2.5. Willow now has a 3 for you. Month for her, year for you. Yes, but do you have the badge? What does it show? Like, is it just the Twitch star, or does it show the, or does it show like a tag with a thing on it?
It's a star with a trail by the looks of it for me. That I'm looking at in chat.
Hopefully they're working by tomorrow. I did put in the sub badges, though. They exist now. However, they might be overridden by VIP stuff for y'all. Anyway, sorry to interrupt the stream. We're going to get back to what we were doing. That goblin that you're holding, its turn is next. It is going to try to make an athletics check to escape you. So, that is a 9, because it's 7 plus 2. What you got for me?
Athletics.
Yep, contested. You have advantage, though, because of the sticky stuff.
Aha. That is good, because I rolled a 1. Natural 20 for 21.
He is unable to get away. That took his action. He is now going to attempt to bite as a bonus action. Your armor class is 10 plus your dex modifier, by the way. But he has disadvantage on this attack.
Okay.
That is a nat 1 because of the disadvantage. It doesn't matter what his other roll is. He is unable to bite you.
Yes.
And in doing so, he bites off his own tongue. And the blood loss with the cut gut and his tongue being bitten off gushes out. And you see him fade away and die. However, you're still unable to let go of him because of the sticky substance.
Yeah, but that's fine. I can deal with that.
All right, now it's the other goblin's turn.
Before I... Do I notice if he's got a knife on him?
You don't have
Or was it
time.
just the
It's the
bow?
other goblin's turn.
Okay.
Oh, he is able to get into range. All right. This goblin is holding no weapons and has a glowing blue eye. And it reaches up and twists the eye in its socket. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That character is a... Okay.
You see a flesh shield? The curse is on another. Dave, did you forget to bless the dice bot? He's been rolling fine. It's the
20.
goblins who are rolling not great. What?
Dirty 20.
30-20? All right. You are able to avoid it and step just out of the way as a puff of ice pops out of the eye and then forms into a crystal and then shoots forward at you. And it is going to miss you and you take no damage. It is now your turn. You have a bow in one hand with an arrow still attached to the string. You have a dagger in one hand. You have a goblin in the other hand. If you are unable to let go of the goblin, which you can attempt to release as a bonus action, you will have disadvantage on any attacks you try to make right now because the goblin is bigger than you and you're still holding on to it as its dead body is lifeless.
I would like to then try and release the goblin.
All right, that's going to take your bonus action. Make an athletics check. You need a 12 or higher.
I do not release the goblin.
Unfortunate. You may now do whatever you want to do for the rest of your turn.
I'm going to try and use the bow
Okay.
to start off with.
With what hand? With your injured hand to pull back the string? You can. But if you... No, you can't. You can't hold a weapon with that hand. Do you want to drop the spider leg to try to use the bow? Do you want to...
Yeah, I'll drop.
Okay.
Wait. I can do multi-attack, right? With the different hands.
You can.
Could I throw the spider claw with the first hand, and then, since my left hand is holding the bow,
Yes,
use the freed right hand?
I will allow it. But your throw is going to be at disadvantage, and so is your shot because you couldn't drop the goblin in time. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I more just want to get a free hand.
Yes, that ice eye is in fact the loot that was rolled. It would be very interesting if he gets it. It was originally a one-handed weapon, but there was nowhere to put it, so I re-rolled. All right, you rolled what?
I rolled a 2 for a total of 3 to throw the dagger. I'm assuming I just throw it and it just sort of like sails past its head.
Your spider leg just goes right past the goblin, unable to do anything. So your shot?
Yeah. Question: if I do shoot the bow, can I then use my injured hand to pick the goblin up, or do I need 3 hands to pick the goblin up and essentially use him as a mini shield?
The goblin is too heavy for you to really use him as a shield. However, there is a chance that his body just being attached to yours can block a hit. So if you're holding him with 2 hands and have just a tiny bit of maneuverability, I will let you add 1 to your armor class.
I'm going to do that, but
Okay,
I want to attack first if I can.
go ahead. You're at disadvantage.
Yeah. That's a 7, so I'm assuming it does nothing again.
You miss. The arrow soars completely past him, and the goblin laughs at you.
Yeah. So then what I do is I'm just going to grab the goblin and sort of like
Okay.
dodge side to side and be like,
On its
can't hit me.
turn, the goblin is going to pull the eye fully out. And you see it wasn't an eye. It was a crystal gem. And as he pulls it out, you could see that it is 4 inches long. And when he holds it in front of him, you can see it crystallize into a dagger. And then from a dagger, he puts a second hand on it, and it grows longer, and it crystallizes into a short sword, which he then tries to stab you with 2 hands.
Two damage or less. 2 damage or less. That's all I need.
All right. Wow. He's going to miss because his lack of proficiency with this weapon means he doesn't get his bonus that he would have, and that's a 10 versus your 12.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
So he attempts to stab you with the dagger. Well, with the short sword made of ice that he's pulled out of his eye socket. That's his turn.
I'm going to try drop the goblin again.
All right, that's your bonus action. Go ahead. Gotta get a 12.
That is a 6.
That is
Can
not
I
going to
use an
drop the goblin.
action to sort of push with my one free hand? It'll use an action, but
You can, but if you do that, you won't be able to attack or disengage or do anything else, because the way you get your free attacks is by attacking in the first place.
so can I attack once and then use my injured hand to push the goblin?
It would be an attack. You could make it as an attack and try to like attack the goblin off of you. You could do that.
Okay. So which attack roll do I roll first?
So first, you can roll any of them. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you're gonna try to push the goblin off first with your injured hand.
That's a 3.
That is not gonna work. What would you like to do with your next attack?
Yeah. I'm going to try and hit the goblin.
All right. Go ahead. You're at disadvantage because you still have the body on you.
Oh no. Oh no. Please roll higher. Okay, I rolled a 13 as my low.
All right. You hit.
Yes.
You do 1 damage. You have no weapons. You do 1 damage. You kind of knock the goblin's head back, and it scowls at you.
No, I've got the bow.
You have no arrows.
But there's arrows on the goblin. Do I need to actively reload?
You could. I suppose I could let you make a shot. Okay. But
Because
that wasn't what you said. You just said you attacked, so I assumed you were trying to punch him.
Oh no, I thought because I was still holding the bow, I was using the bow.
That's fine.
Sorry, I should have made that more clear.
Go ahead, and it's 1d6 plus 1 damage for a short bow. The +1 is from your dex.
I rolled a 5.
How do you want to do this?
Well, I would like to try and aim it so that, like, the empty eye socket that he's pulled the eye sword out of, it goes through there and sort of just, like, finishes
So,
it.
you get sprayed all over your face with the blood and the viscera, and the arrow soars through its eye socket and sticks in the wall behind you. The goblin falls over dead, and the short sword compresses back to a small orb about an inch in diameter and falls to the ground, glowing blue.
Nice. Now that I've got a bit of time, I'd like to try and, like, really yank my hand free of the
Okay.
goblin.
I'll let you do it for free.
And then I'd like to loot the goblins and see what I get.
All right. Do you pick up the orb?
Yes.
All right. When you pick up the orb, you have a sudden urge to hold it up to your face and put it into your eye sockets. Will you do it?
I do it. I do it.
Okay. When you do it, for the first time in your life, you're able to see. Everything is blue and looks frosted over, but you are able to see the physical outlines and shapes of things. You can see the goblins and their ugliness in front of you. And though it is all coated in this blue sheen and this crystalline weird structuring that looks kind of like fragmented vision, you can now see.
I like that.
Because this was a spawned loot, I will give you the details of this item. Give me just a second to find. I can't believe you
No
rolled above.
worries. I lived. I did not expect to make it out of that encounter. How are we doing, chat?
All right, Thysse, I'm going to have you roll D100s to see if you get essences for each of these kills.
Oh, okay.
If you-
D100, you say?
Yes. And let me know what you get both times.
That is a 70.
No essence.
And that is a 64.
No essence.
All right.
I'm having to make notes on it because of your character's particular problems.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. This has been one of the most fun ones to build because of the whole blindness. Also, hail the tree for protecting me. I lived.
Your character, because we already discussed this earlier, how you wanted to do some of this, you're going to spend the next hour praying after this fight, by the way.
Is it an hour? Okay, cool. Does that count as the start of a short rest?
Short rests do not heal you or give back most resources in this. It would be a
Okay.
short rest, but you can only use hit dice on a long rest. And long rest, instead of full healing you, you have to use hit dice to heal. You have a maximum of 3 hit dice, and you start with 1. And if you use 1, you don't gain it back when you do a long rest. So you only
Right.
you only gain hit dice when you long rest without having to use a hit dice.
I see.
All right, so do you know how to calculate your spellcasting DC?
Great question. I need to look at my stats for that one. Twig
Well,
is
you can write it on here when you put it into the Discord then.
Wizard.
But how this is going to work, and this is important, is that I will check chat in a second, guys. Sorry. Is that when you get this artifact, you are going to bind a stat to your casting modifier for this artifact to calculate your spellcasting
Ooh.
DC. And I need to know what it is before I send you what this artifact is, so you know how it positively or negatively affects you.
Okay. I'm going to bind my. Okay, hang on. I need to figure out which route I was going to take with this character quickly.
It's going to change
Dex.
once you do this. Once you get this, your entire route of your character is going to change.
Can I bind my Dex?
Don't look at that. I didn't mean to send that yet. Yes.
That's fine. I haven't looked at it. I would like to bind my Dex. Because this character from the outset has been a Dex-based build.
All right, now you can look at it, and you'll see why it mattered, and why you could use any stat for it. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
And that is not a curse, and it cannot be cleansed. For the record.
You know, that's fine.
All right. So I see there's 2 new random loots.
Yes.
Oh, wait, no. There's 1 new random loot. No, there's 2. Okay.
I was gonna say this. I think there was 2.
Yes, there's 2 new random loots. So this was the very earliest random loot. That's what this was.
Yes.
I need you to.
So what else did I?
I'm rolling the loot to see.
No worries. Yeah, from the goblins. I'm assuming there was the bow, arrows.
An 89? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna lose my mind. And a 17. All right. So the first loot is just the bow, as well as 12 arrows.
12 arrows.
And we do track
Sweet.
ammunition here, so keep track of that. The second loot,
Yeah.
this is going to be fun. I need you to investigate the goblin who had the ice eye.
Okay. Can I use both my sense of smell and my newfound sight
You can.
to sort of? Can I also sort of look cutting him open and see?
Well, start with
Like,
just your
doing a bit
investigation
more.
check. There's a reason I'm telling you to do this.
Okay. That is a 3.
All right. You barely notice it, and the only reason you notice it is because of your new eye. It seems to, when it sees the pouch on the goblin's waist, glimmer slightly. And going and grabbing that pouch to investigate it, you notice that it's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. You got a spatial storage belt pouch. It can hold 1 cubic meter, and anything in its weight is reduced by half. The opening can only get as big as a 6-inch diameter circle, so you cannot put anything bigger than a 6-inch diameter circle inside. They also had enough alcohol between the two of them and water skins that you could last till the end on alcohol, but you will get drunk if trying to do that.
Awesome. Now, I would like to try and cut them open and see if there's anything inside.
All right.
Because I know there's the gem that I have to.
That's what I was about to say, which is a good
get.
call. The two goblins each contain 1 small magical crystal worth 1 mana stone. It's a tiny red gem about the size of your pinky nail. I recommend putting it in your magical pouch and checking what's in your magical pouch.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach in, sort of look.
There are about 400 gems the same size inside of your magical pouch.
Ooh,
You're ordained,
I
so you
like
can bless the
that.
dice if we need, which we must. You know who needs to bless the dice? He needs to bless the dice. He's a youth pastor. He's the African youth pastor. He should bless his own dang dice.
It doesn't work if you do it for yourself. It's like there's this hierarchy system. It's conflict of interest, you know.
Every dice I've rolled in your favor has been really good except one.
Oh, I know.
And you know what? You got a bow out of the one that wasn't good, so what do you want from me?
I know it's great.
All right, what do you want to do?
I'm assuming I don't notice anything else on the people.
Nope.
Do they have any armor or clothes?
Nope, they were stark naked.
Okay.
The one goblin had a belt, the other one didn't. Other than that, they had no clothes.
I'm assuming I took the belt because that's sort of what the bag of holding.
Actually, they both had belts. I
is
was wrong.
attached to.
One had a quiver on his belt, the other one had the bag on his belt.
Okay.
And it's a bag of spatial storage,
I'm
not a bag
assuming
of holding, for copyright reasons.
Okay. Bag of spatial storage. We do not want copyright infringement.
Listen, clearly it's not working for him. Thysse, is your loot working for you? They don't know
it's
what
not
you
working
got.
for me at the moment.
They don't know what you got.
Do they?
No, I didn't tell them
they
what you
don't?
got. Mm-mm.
What? Oh,
How do you like your loot?
I need more loot, but fuck, this is good. Oh wait, I'm not allowed to swear. It's fine.
No, you can swear. It's PG-13 except for language. Language is perfectly acceptable.
Cool. Yeah, no, loot is good. I got a non-copyrighted spatial bag.
It holds 1 meter cubed.
Holds 1 meter cubed. Cool stuff. I've got like 400 and something mana stones. I got a bow with arrows,
Yeah, tell him what your eye does.
and I got a really cool eye. I can see now. Twig is no longer blind. Twig has weird vision.
Twig might need to
Twig
praise the
has
tree
basically
again.
Twig has basically become a Steel Inquisitor. Also, I like the Steel Inquisitor path. I'm going to become a Steel Inquisitor now. You cannot tell me that that's not what you're thinking of.
It wasn't, not at all. I didn't even consider that.
Oh, is it?
Not even a little bit.
When you described it, I went, "Oh, that's a Steel Inquisitor's eye." But yeah, really cool eye. I've got vision. I can shoot an ice dagger out of my eye. I can also turn it into a random weapon for an hour.
It's not a random weapon. You get to choose.
Well, yeah, no, but like random in imagination. Can I get that arrow that was stuck in the wall, or not really?
That was included in your loot already.
Okay, cool.
That's included in your
in
dozen
that
arrows.
Case, yeah, no worries. I just thought I'll check.
Oh, yeah. I was just letting you know it's included already.
I'm gonna begin walking this way, and I'm gonna investigate that little nook where the other goblin had been hiding.
Make a dexterity saving throw. Oh my goodness. This might not be good. You don't get a +1 to dex anymore.
That is the wrong chat. Ignore that for a second.
What'd you roll?
No, I didn't roll anything because I rolled it in the chat that the bot doesn't have access to.
Okay.
So the bot was just like, what?
Okay, no, you're fine.
15.
Wow, you survive. Okay. You're able to dodge out of the way as an explosive of some kind that you were not able to see rips apart the little cave area that was right there. Shrapnel and rocks blast out, and in the process of dodging away, you had to come this way, and the cave has collapsed. Let me grab this. From here,
Exactly. Don't kill
over.
Twig yet.
He did something stupid! I didn't do this to him! These things are already set on the map. I can show you the map outside of like this. When we're done with this, this map already has these on it labeled. I'm not kidding.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like,
my perception is nothing. It's genuinely my passive perception is probably higher than my rolled perception. Well, given that, I'm going
not
to
just
move
trying to kill
one.
Twig.
Nah, lies. You just want to kill Twig.
Actually, I really
Twig
don't.
got too good a loot.
I really want Twig to find somewhere to rest because he's dying.
Twig is only on 3 hit points out of 4. Twig is 3/4 okay.
Are you not on 2 hit points? Oh, no, that's right. Never mind. You got your stuff back. That's, yeah. Because you used your 19.
Yeah, no, I was like, nah.
See, in my
gonna
head,
do.
you're at half health right now, and I'm like,
No. I'm going to move slowly up to this corner and sort of look around and hear and smell and see what I can notice coming around this next corner.
You're at disadvantage with your hearing check because of the explosion, and you can only smell gunpowder right now, but you can make a sight check as you walk up to the corner.
I'm assuming that would just be a plain roll then.
Yes.
On the sight. That's a 14.
You see that there is a sign down here made of wood. But you can't read it from up there. You also need to move your character to the corner so you can actually look down that pathway.
Yeah. I was doing the rolls first. I kind of forgot that I have to move.
Yeah, you have to move one more than that too.
Rolls.
You have to move one past that.
Yeah. No, I was just looking at chat. Yes, I can see because I have a magic eye that shoots daggers.
Oh, you missed it.
Ice daggers.
My mic had come unplugged. Let me know if y'all can hear anything. Thysse, can you hear me? Hello? Thysse?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Chat, can you hear me? Chat can hear. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. My mic came unplugged. It wrapped around my foot, and then I moved my foot. So.
Fun.
Let's see. What were we doing? Oh, yes. Wooden sign.
Yeah.
You can also see that there's a gap in the wall, but you can't see what's inside that gap, and your current senses cannot detect what's there because you're still overwhelmed from the explosion.
Let me look at my stats and see if there's anything that I can think of.
Okay.
I am going to ready an arrow. So that as soon as something steps out that corner, I'm going to take a shot at it.
Okay. About 30 seconds has now passed. Nothing stepped out.
With my other hand, I would like to grab one of the pieces of spider meat that I got earlier and throw it so that it lands.
Okay.
Sort of just there.
Nothing comes out right away. What are you going to do?
I'm going to wait another 10 seconds.
And nothing has still come out. What are you going to do?
Have my senses cleared a bit? Or
not enough. You're going to need to wait at least 5 minutes before they clear.
Okay. Well, I mean,
if you want to hold the bow ready for 5 minutes, I'm going to need an athletics check. Because that is not an easy task.
Well, I don't mean the bow is drawn. I mean
oh, you just have it
the bow
ready to pull back and fire? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've done enough historical archery reading, research, etc. You don't hold the bow back for that long.
No.
You hold it back for 5-10 seconds and then you release. So I would sort of like to just maybe take a step back.
Okay.
So that I can sort of still see just enough, but I'm
okay,
a bit behind cover.
That's fine.
Because I know nothing can come from behind.
True.
And then I'll just wait 5 minutes for my senses to clear.
Okay. Oh, dang it. I forgot to tell you what kind of vision you have. You have something called frost vision, which
Oh.
means you can't detect light sources. But you do have dark vision, and magical items slightly glow. Write that down, please.
I was gonna say, I need to go write that down. 2 seconds.
Because it matters.
Yes. Why am I clicking? No, I need
Battle of Helm's Deep, don't have weak
flat.
people hold bows back? Yes, that's true.
Exactly. So I can't see light sources, but magic items do give off a glow.
Hey, for your own sake, I need you to unmute the stream for just a second.
Me. The
Yes,
stream isn't
you.
running.
Pull up the stream.
I'll have to reload.
Yep, that's fine.
All right.
All right, have your volume on.
Yes. Oh wait. I need to do that. Give me a second, because my computer's also muted. All right.
So, this is the noise you hear echoing throughout the caverns around you.
Okay. This is going to be interesting.
Sorry for the jump scare, Willow. So what would you like
Since I
to do?
can't go forward, since I can't go back, I'm going to go forward to that area, just by where the gap was.
Mhm.
My bow is still ready to shoot in case I see anything as I come around that corner. I'll actually have drawn it as I come around the corner.
All that you see in that corner is a sleeping mat.
Okay. Now that I'm a bit closer, do I see the sign? Can I read the sign?
You cannot read the sign, but you can see it.
Okay. Is there anything else by the sleeping mat?
Nope. It is just a sleeping mat by itself.
Then I'm going to move forward.
You're not going to take the sleeping mat?
Oh, do I need it? Oh, if I need it, then yes.
Well, you don't need it, but
I hadn't thought about that.
you rest more comfortably with it, and you don't have one.
Oh, true. I will roll it up and put it in my bag of holding.
All right. That is perfectly fine. Then you're going to go move forward. At about 10 feet, you can read the sign. It says safe area below. And you see a winding path that disappears around the corner to your, if you look at the map, down direction on the map.
All right.
But now that you're that close and your senses have cleared up some, you can see that this goes around as well.
Well, I'm then going to come into that
Okay.
junction and look and see which one is going down by the looks of it more.
Oh, the only one that's going down at all is this one. It goes down and disappears around the corner. And you recognize this passageway because it's close to where you started.
Yeah.
And you've passed at least 2 hours, maybe closer to 3 so far.
In that case, I'm going to first walk this way and then sort of peek around the corner at that straight passage and see where that goes. Do I see anything down that passage?
Make a perception check.
Let's go to the right channel. Ooh, I noticed nothing.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, yeah, you notice nothing. It just looks like regular stone. There's no cracks in the ceiling. It is rounded out. But you notice it's a lot bigger and wider than anywhere you've been so far. This passage is a little over like 8 feet in diameter. And it is almost 15 feet tall. I guess it's not the largest area you've seen so far. That was where the spider was. But it's pretty close.
Yeah. In that case, I'm going to go back the other way.
Okay.
And then before I get fully around the corner, I'm going to, again, sort of roll a perception check and see what I see.
Good. I hope you remember what you were told earlier.
I rolled an 11 this time, so I see a little bit more. I figure out a little bit more. I hear things. I smell things. Not much, but things.
Where's something that would be good to represent this? That would. So, you see, perched and leaning against a glowing blue wall that seems to bend and shape around it, pushing it out. A 9-legged toad whose last leg is on the top of its back and resting against the ceiling here. The toad is about 7 feet in diameter. And it has 2 fangs at the very least you can see sticking out the front of its mouth. You've heard of these blue walls before. That is the wall of a safe area that keeps monsters out. You know that if you were able to get past the toad, you could make it into the safe area. But the toad only has about a foot of space between the wall and itself that you could get past to get into the safe area. And no, he has not seen the other streams yet.
Is the passage a bit narrower where I am?
It is, but not so narrow the toad couldn't make its way in.
But would it look like the toad would sort of have to slow down to get through that area? Like they couldn't like leap through?
Maybe a little bit, but I do have a piece of advice for you. Anytime you encounter a monster that you're not familiar with, your character might be familiar with it. It is worth making a nature check.
I can do that. Nature is which one is?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yes.
Okay. It's not the worst, but I rolled a 10.
You know that this is a monster called a Balacock, and that they're not supposed to be on the first floor. You've heard of these as monsters that are usually on the swamp floor, which is also usually the fourth floor of the dungeon. But not always. It can be other floors. But most commonly, it's the fourth floor of the dungeon. And technically,
Am I?
it could be multiple floors at once as well, because of how dungeon gates work. Your character would know that. So on floor
Yeah.
1, there are 16 dungeon gates. They all lead to a different floor 2, which all have a certain number of gates, which all lead to a different floor 3, to a different floor 4. So it could be others. However, it's not a normal floor 1 monster.
Yeah.
Which is why those other explorers probably avoided it and warned you about it.
Yes.
If you could get into the safe area, you know you could rest the rest of the 7 days and be okay if you made it out. Otherwise, you'll probably die here. Whether you take this risk is completely up to you.
I'm not going to risk it yet.
Okay?
I'm going to go back to this corner.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend a little bit more time looking before I go around.
All right. You've already made your perception check for that area. Nothing's changed in the little bit of amount of time you've spent. So I'm not going to let you recheck.
Okay. I would like to then stealth move forward.
Roll me that stealth check.
That is a nat 1. I just bumble straight forward.
You try to do stealth, but even with your newfound vision, you fail to see the very obvious tripwire that is in front of you, and you trip over it, and you hear the knocking and ringing of bells, and the horn cries out again. If someone would play a horn in the chat for me, that would be great. The horn cries out again, and coming from around the corner, you see a horde of 6 goblins being led by a troll. Well, you observe. You don't necessarily see all of them.
They have a cave
Between
troll.
your hearing and your your smell and your new sight, you can see them. I guess it's 5 goblins and a troll, because it's 6 entities.
Yeah. In that case,
Roll initiative.
Okay.
The goblins will all share 1 initiative this time. Lunar, hello, Adventurers Guild. Wow, looks like you guys made a lot of progress on the map. Yeah, Thysse has made a lot of progress tonight on the map. Love the goblins. He might die to the goblins. Twig may be
it's
dying.
not looking good. Twig's not looking good.
Twig had every
Twig may
indication
snap.
of what was this direction. This is not my fault.
Oh, I kind of knew.
Ah.
I got a 15 on initiative.
All right. I didn't roll this one in chat because there's too many of them. You go first, though. Well, actually, you go second, but the frog, which goes first, doesn't move. Don't forget, dashing is also an action.
Yeah.
And if you can
Let me
take
just check what my...
if you can take the attack of opportunity, you could try to get past the toad.
Well, that's what I'm now trying to figure out.
Or you could go to the spider location. RP, the frog is in the
I would
combat.
like to.
The frog is in the combat. Alright, what would you like to do, Thysse?
I would like to try and do something different immediately
What would you
before
like
I
to do?
start running, because I am running.
Mm-hmm.
You said there is enough alcohol to
Mm-hmm.
last for days.
There is.
I would like to take one of the bottles of alcohol,
It's in water skins.
one of the water skins of alcohol. Okay. Where do I? I'm trying to make a firebomb, but
You have no way to ignite it.
I thought I had a torch.
It's not lit.
Yes, but I would assume I would have something to light the torch.
It would take time. You could try.
Okay.
But what you're trying to do would probably take more than one turn because you don't already have a lit torch.
Okay. In that case, I am going to run this way.
Alright, you have 30 feet of movement, 60 if you dash.
Yeah, I did 30.
Alright?
Um, I'm just trying to see what I've got, if anything will help me.
You could either, again, go this way towards the spider area, or risk the attack of opportunity going past the frog.
Since I've pulled the alcohol skin out, can I throw it at the frog as I dash past? Like, sort of like throw it so that it hits the frog and then I go past.
That would unfortunately be an action kind of a thing.
Okay.
Like, I see what you're going for, but that would be an attack roll. That'd be kind of an action, so it's kind of not
In
really.
that case, I am far enough away from the goblins. I don't think the frog is going to move immediately. I'm going to risk waiting. I am going to ready my bow in one hand and the alcohol skin in another.
Okay. Okay. Going to your turn. With your readied action with your bow, the first thing to pass through around this corner is going to be the troll running at full tilt. You may make an attack against the troll.
Does it look like he's stopping? Like, that was his dash action.
Hello and welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? He is running full tilt. That's what I can tell you.
Would I know?
You know he's running full tilt. That's what you know. You're getting a chance to react and use your reaction as it passes this corner.
I'm gonna shoot.
Okay. Make an attack roll for me.
15.
Fun. You miss. The troll
Oof.
is going to stop here and lob a javelin at you.
Oh,
That is going to hit for unfortunately, as the troll hurls this javelin at you, Twig gets impaled
Yeah.
And the javelin goes through you with such force, it sticks you into the wall. And the last thing you see is the tongue of a frog shooting out to cover your face. And then your eye is gone. And you can't see any longer as you hear the sounds of a troll's feet approaching you. And Twig passes away.
I was gonna say, can I get a revenge action?
No. You are dead.
I wanted a revenge action where I just used the ice spike once.
You unfortunately have lost your eye. But that happens in this campaign, and, if you roll as good on the loot as you did this past time, you might have something going for you.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that is the end of Twig. He gained vision
Anyway.
mere hours before his final death. All right. How do I want to do this? Don't worry about it. All right, describe your next character while I figure out what we're doing next.
Figure out who I'm sacrificing next.
You're gonna lurk for a while? Hey, I appreciate you being here. We must all plant a tree come spring in honor. Yes, Willow Twig has passed on from this world, but not from your hearts. We're gonna put my food bowl up there so that I can move around a little bit and stretch. Oh, I've been sitting in that position for too long.
Right. I've got
Oh,
that one.
my camera stand tried to fall over again when I turned it around.
I am going to play my Shadowkin character. The dwarf, way more entertaining with people.
Fair.
So the dwarf gets left for now. The Shadowkin also works better as a solo character. So I am playing a Shadowkin. He is called Char, like charcoal, because he is dark.
Okay.
He comes from a clan that has been obsessed with stealth within the dungeon, and that has led them to develop skills at being unseen and blending into shadow.
Okay.
It is unfortunately a common problem that his clan tend to blend in so well that they cannot even be seen by their allies. So I am playing that. I need to also do health for him.
Excuse me. Apologies. That's where he's going to spawn in the dungeon this time. Let's see how far you can make it this time. Don't you feel bad for Twig?
Oh, I never rolled the other mini floors for Char. I'd been meaning to. I forgot to
Okay.
do them.
What do you want to do for the flaws? I can tell you if they're acceptable or not. We can do it right now. Building the character live, folks.
I'm trying to figure out what he is so I can play around with it. He is shy
Random duck, you're a cheater.
and so he is shy, so struggles to explain and articulate where enemies are
Grab the
to
dwarf.
allies.
Grab the dwarf.
The dwarf.
I'm making an executive decision because I'm changing
I,
what we're. If she's spawning loot right at the beginning, I'm changing what we're doing for this. This will be really interesting for lore and cool factor reasons. So grab the dwarf.
cool. The dwarf is cool. I like the dwarf.
I like the dwarf too. Hopefully
Let
it
me just
survives.
also.
I don't want the dwarf to die. However, if she's gonna spawn loot right at the beginning, we're gonna do something cool because I prepared a room just in case somebody did that.
So, I am playing a dwarf now. Apparently, it was meant to be my like campaign character because he's like really built for campaign stuff. His name is Igni. He is an anti-claustrophobic dwarf. In other words, he has to be in tight spaces. He doesn't like the open. Um, because of his anti-claustrophobia, he has learned how to tunnel. Um, he also has an emotional support rock. He got it from the base of the tree. Like he just doesn't really like being in the dungeon. But you know, you have to be in the dungeon, so he's here. Yes, Mole was somewhat of an inspiration, but I just wanted to make a character that was different. Igni was fun for that. One day I'm gonna go and
All
find
right.
Twig's body, and I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna cast Revivify.
So, when you open your eyes in the dungeon, you are in a room lit by a giant crack across the ceiling that's about 40 feet above you in the air. When you look around the room, what you can see is on the table in front of you on the altar, I should say, in front of you is a two-handed long sword. And all around it are small chests and pots.
I've also spawned myself random loot.
Yep, that'll be a third one. But that's okay. You're going to have to overcome a trial for this anyway. On the throne
That's fine.
behind you is a stone figure with a crown. Written on the side of the throne in Dwarvish, which is why I made you pick your dwarf, is
Nice.
Itakara me de shundo kumbataya vamada dun tipenti kenshamba endu, which you know translates to "May the worthy one rest in stone." There are 4 pillars that go all the way up to the ceiling. One of them is cracked in the middle and a section has fallen out. Down to your side, which is down on the map. So to your side, you see that there are wood and stone working tools. And there is furniture. There is a table. There are chairs. There are many different kinds of household furniture. You can make a perception check to see what all's there if you would like to.
I would like to do that because I'm hoping to see a pickaxe.
Okay. There is one, in fact, over there. However, that's not what should really draw your attention. That is one of your random loots, by the way.
Okay.
That's the one you spawn for yourself,
Uh,
because
it
it's a
is
tool to
that.
solve the
Okay.
puzzle for yourself. The other two we will roll for.
Mm-hmm. I got an 11 on my perception.
Okay. There are 4 tables. There's a dining chair. There is a hook chest that is also made of stone. There are 2 bedside tables. There's a chest of drawers. And there's a couch made of stone and wood.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. There are chisels, there are hammers, and there's a pickaxe over there.
I want to look around the room and see if there's anything else specifically around the throne in front of me, and see if there's anything weird
Make an
about
investigation
it.
check.
I rolled a 6.
You have advantage. You're a dwarf.
Uh-huh.
I should have said it beforehand, but you'd have advantage. You're a dwarf.
That is good because that is a natural 20.
That's not good. Okay. The stone titan in the chair is hollow and can be moved. And the other side of the throne has text that reads, "Lay the giant to rest."
Okay. Do I notice any like traps with that check or anything like that?
No. Not there. Not around the throne. Where else were you looking?
I wanted to just sort of scan the room, see if I notice anything else,
You see
but then
a faint
focus a
shimmering
bit more on the.
barrier that is between each of the columns.
So like it's boxed in. The
Mhm.
longsword is boxed in. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So are the chests that are around that dais as well.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time they add a random loot before we're done with this puzzle, it'll be placed inside of that boxed area.
Okay, okay. Um, can I go and look at the tools and see what tools there are, and if because you
There,
said the tools
yep,
were down.
you can. Move your character down. Oh, let me make you have access to the character.
Yeah.
Controlled by... I made a bunch of different maps. I made one because I figured that they would do something at the start of one of these to give someone loot. And I was like, you know what? If you give them loot at the very start, I'm putting them into a puzzle room.
So how far was the table? Like 15 feet or
About
further?
about that. And then the furniture's all piled behind it.
Okay. I want to start picking up tools and just see
All right.
like what's the
There
quality
is
of the
a
tools? Do they look old?
There's a high quality pickaxe here. It is made of iron. Not as good as a better material, but it's old. Very old.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
Are there any
It
inscriptions
is.
on any of the tools?
There are not, but you can tell by the state of the metal, it is multiple centuries old.
Multiple centuries. Okay. Okay.
There are 8 chisels, 4 hammers to go with the chisels. There is a stone plane, which is a tool that dwarves use to plane stone. The craftsmanship techniques are hidden from the other races. Were you not a dwarf, I would have you make a check to see if you could figure out how to use it. But it allows you to plane stone.
Mm-hmm.
And there are 6 grinding wheels.
Okay. I'd like to go and
Excuse
examine
me.
that broken pillar.
Okay. Keep in mind, every action you
I
take
think
here takes time. Any of these checks, this is important, are going to take at least 10 minutes.
that's fine. I need to get as much information as I can.
That's fine. That's fine. But I just want you to know time is passing as you do everything here.
Yeah.
Because it matters.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I understand that.
Um,
But I don't want to
okay.
rush in and get myself killed.
Yeah, no, 100%. You got to balance things. What do you want to do with the broken pillar to examine it? Are you looking at where it's broken? Are you just looking it up and down? Are you going to try to look around it? What are we doing here?
I want to look from base to top, see how it's broken, like what caused the break, what kind of stone it
Okay.
is, what. I basically want to use my dwarven knowledge to examine what's happened to it and why.
Then make an investigation check.
With advantage?
Nope.
That is a 4.
You don't know why it broke or how it broke. It is granite. And the section that is missing is cut out in, you can see me, hold up, on your screen.
Yeah.
Like this.
Okay.
And it looks like it was separated somehow by force, but you can't tell what happened. You can't tell if it was hit or if it was cut or what. You can't get a good enough angle to look at it. But the top part of the pillar is still touching the ceiling. The bottom part is on the ground. And the barrier between the 4 pillars is also holding up this section of pillar.
Hmm.
And that's all you can notice with the 4.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Were any of the other pillars damaged? Or was
No.
it just that one?
Only that one.
Okay. Does the barrier look weak anywhere around?
No, but you could try to do stuff to it if you would like to.
I would like to use one of the chisels to poke the barrier and then poke the stone.
Okay. When you poke the chisel to the barrier, an electric reaction shocks you and knocks the tool out of your hand. You take 1 point of electric damage.
Would I take damage? Because wouldn't it be an insulated wood handle for the
Yes.
shock of hitting stone?
Yes, it
Okay.
will.
I was hoping the wood of the handle would
It will not
act.
protect you from this.
Okay. I'd like to grab the chisels, the hammer.
Would you still like to touch the stone afterwards?
Does the barrier look like it extends to the front of the stone or the back of the stone?
The middle.
The middle. I'm gonna throw the chisel so it hits the stone.
Make an attack roll. All right, another piece of loot has been spawned inside. That is 3 pieces of loot inside of there, which means 2 chests as well
Also-
as the sword.
Also,
1,
just saying,
2.
I'm going.
That is 4 chests in the sword. All right, keep going.
I'm going to throw it at an angle so like it bounces away. Like I'm not standing directly behind
Okay.
where I'm throwing. Sort of throwing that way.
I got you.
So that if it ricochets, it's not ricocheting
I
directly
got you.
back at me.
Make
It's
an attack
ricocheting
roll.
away. Do I add anything to this?
No. It would be strength, but
5.
the chisel misses, hits the barrier, and passes through. It hits the altar, and a small chunk of stone gets knocked off the altar. You hear a rumbling sound, and the chisel falls to the ground, and it goes silent.
Interesting. I'm gonna go pick up all the tools that I've got, all the tools in my inventory, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna go back to the throne and look in the throne and see if, like, I sort of line my eyes up through the stone what I see.
Make a perception check with advantage. Actually, you passed this earlier because you're nat 20. I'll give you this. If you get behind the stone titan and look through its eyes, across the way, you can see divots in the floor that match up with the legs of the rest of the furniture.
I'm going to start moving the furniture to those places.
Okay? I want you to make an let's see. You're going to make 3 checks. You're going to make first an athletics check, then a perception check, then a luck roll.
Okay. So athletics, and then
Perception.
7 for my athletics. So
Okay.
I'm a dwarf. I'm in an open room. I don't really like doing this.
Yeah, yep. Understand. We'll get to what that does in a second.
A 6 on that perception check.
Okay.
Then a luck roll is D100.
Yep.
71.
It takes you 3 hours to find the location and move, excuse me, the first chair.
Mm.
Do you want to continue moving objects?
Yes.
Okay.
I am,
Uh,
however, going to actually spend like a minute or two looking at the furniture a bit more
okay.
and figuring out where it's meant to go in hopes that I don't have to basically spend time figuring out where each piece goes. I can sort of like
What was your perception
look
roll?
at it and then 6.
Actually, make a new one for this. Make a new one for this, because you're doing a new check.
Nat 1. I have no idea. I'll keep moving
It
furniture.
takes you about 4 hours to figure out where the location of each piece of furniture is going to go. By this time, you are feeling sleepy and you need to rest, or you're going to start taking exhaustion.
All right.
Are you going to rest?
I would like to do one more walk around,
Okay.
see if I notice anything, and then look back through the eyes and see if I notice anything about the barrier
Okay.
now that I've started moving furniture.
You don't notice anything
And
in
then
the
I will rest.
room nor about the barrier by looking through the stone's eyes. And you notice that there are a bunch of holes that match up with the furniture's legs. And when you're over there, you notice that unlike when you looked through the eyes, it looks like there's a lot more holes than there are furniture legs. But when you look through the eyes, all you could see were furniture legs holes.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to take a short rest and sort of
You are going to need to take a
try and.
long rest.
Is it a long rest? Okay.
Yes. The dungeon starts in the evening, and you've already spent quite a few hours going through and trying to solve the puzzle, looking around and investigating.
Yeah. I'm going to sort of go here where the furniture is
Okay.
and rest there
Sounds good. Make a luck roll.
because I saw there wasn't opening on the other side, so I wanted to be a bit further away from that.
Oh, I didn't mention this. That opening is also covered by the barrier right now.
Oh, okay. 28.
All right. When you wake up, you have a splitting headache. You have disadvantage on all rolls that require intelligence for the duration of the day.
Igny's not intelligent. This is not his strong suit.
All
Give him a
right.
tunnel. He's happy.
So, what are we doing next?
I'm going to carry on moving furniture as best I can.
All right.
I'm going to try
Investigation.
and
No, sorry, athletics,
yeah,
perception, and luck.
yeah. I want to try and focus on the ones that I can see from the eyes of the statue.
Mm-hmm.
Because you said there was more holes. I want to
You
focus
can
on the ones that
have
you can see from the
have an
statue.
advantage on your perception check while you do this. Then.
Awesome. My athletics is a 9. My perception is a 10. And my luck is a 34.
Oh goodness. Well, between those 3 rolls, it will take you all day today just to move the table and the chairs into their spots before you're going to need to take another rest.
How many more
Keep in
furniture
mind,
items do I
that's
have to
1
do?
day of food and water gone. You still have the chest of drawers. You still have the dresser. You still have the hook chest. You still have the 2 side tables for a bed. I think there's one more, but I don't. You still have that many.
Okay.
There might be one more than that, but I'll have to
And
remember. And if I don't remember it, you don't have it.
and okay. And through the eyes, that's what I have to. How many more ones are covered from the eyes? How many of the holes?
There are 4 extra leg slots besides what would be enough for those. It's in the center of where they would be placed. It looks like it's a spot for a bed.
Okay. Well, in that case, I have to rest,
All right, make a luck roll.
and then I will carry on tomorrow.
This is your second set of rations
14.
gone. You're kidding. All right. Today, you wake up with a migraine and the physical exertion of the past 2 days is catching up with you. You have disadvantage on all athletics and strength saves today, as well as the intelligence ones.
Anyway, I carry on moving furniture.
All right, make your checks. Make your checks.
It's very clearly that's where the puzzle is. I rolled a 2. I'm not
Hey.
even going to bother to roll.
You don't have volume on stream right now, right?
No, I do not.
All right, give me one moment then. All right, no one is allowed to give any hints as to what he needs to do to solve it. However, I'm going to give y'all a hint that the furniture and moving the current furniture is only hints to the puzzle, not the puzzle itself. All right. So, only a little evil. So, Thysse, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What were your rolls?
My athletics roll was a 2.
Okay.
I didn't bother to roll a second because, like, it's 2.
Yep.
It doesn't matter with disadvantage. It can't really get worse. It's 2. My
Oh, a couch.
perception
There was a
was a
couch too.
15.
Okay.
My perception was a 15. I haven't rolled my luck. It rolled an 8. I'm not using that bot anymore.
Oh. You know, every time I've used that bot, I've rolled really high. Have you noticed that? I've rolled a 19, a 20, a 20, a 19, a 17, and an 18.
Yeah, that bot doesn't like me.
Apparently not. You are able to move the Hoke chest and the chest of drawers into their appropriate spots today, and that's it.
I'll spend another 2 hours, 3 hours moving more furniture. Because, I mean, I'm already at disadvantage on everything.
By doing so, make new rolls for it. Take 1 level in exhaustion. If you don't remember exhaustion rules, please go pull them up because it'll be helpful to you.
It's still at disadvantage for the checks.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so an 8 on my athletics, a 5 on my perception. And a
What's
50 on my luck. It's slightly better.
That's slightly better. In that 4 hours, you are able to get the chest of drawers, the Hoke chest, and the dresser.
Okay.
That means you have the bedside tables and the couch left. And now you must take a long rest or you will collapse. You will wake up tomorrow with 1 level of exhaustion. Make a luck check.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll take a. I'll do that. I, however, I'm not going to roll with that bot.
Do you want to roll it on the Roll20?
I'm going to try.
Okay.
$29. Okay, that also hates me.
You wake up with 2 levels in exhaustion.
Of course.
Like I said, you will want the exhaustion rules pulled up.
Yeah.
You have now
I'm getting there.
you have now eaten your last rations. And you're also out of water.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna finish moving what I can.
Okay, make your rolls.
Actually, I'm not. I'm not gonna finish.
Oh. Okay, what are we doing instead today?
I've just realized I'm being dumb.
Okay.
I'm going to move the statue,
Okay, what are you doing with the statue?
the throne. I need to look where it's looking,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna push it towards that. Those 4 holes.
The throne doesn't move. As you see, it's across from the thing, but the stone doll, the titan on it, is hollow and can be lifted very easily. It weighs like 3 pounds, even though it's made of stone.
If I climb inside it, what happens?
You can't.
Okay. I'm going to pick it up.
Okay.
Push it forward.
You can carry it
To
with you.
where I was sort of.
You don't need to push it. You can
Where I
carry
was sort
it.
of looking. Okay. Well, yeah, but like I'm gonna see where it was looking, and I'm sort of gonna take it towards that.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect. You're gonna have to go around the barrier to do it. It was looking kind of around the center of where all the furniture is. If you look through its eyes here, you will notice that it's kind of looking where there's a spot for a bed.
Is there a bed?
There's not a bed among the furniture.
I'm going to put it down where it is, and I'm gonna go sit in the throne.
Okay. Nothing happens.
And I'm going to take 5 minutes,
Okay.
and I'm going to chastise myself and blame the open air, and then I'm going to make a bed.
All right. Good. Now we're getting somewhere. Make a workmanship check. You, as a dwarf, get a +5 to your workmanship check for working with stone because of your tunneling background. You are at disadvantage because of your exhaustion, though.
Well, I rolled a 6, so...
That's an 11. It will take you approximately 12
No,
hours.
no, 6 total.
Oh,
6 total.
so you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
You failed to make the bed today.
I'll go hungry.
All right. So when you wake up in the morning, make a luck check for the night.
$58.
Wow.
I need to find a new dice.
Wow. You know what, chat? If anyone wants to let him re-roll, I will allow a one-time donation of 100 bits to let him re-roll his luck check. You don't have to. It does not have to be for tonight, but I will allow y'all to do it one time because I'm tired of this man rolling so low. All right.
Your dice
Actually,
hate me.
Actually, I'll let chat roll it. If they do it, I'll roll it using the bot in chat that has rolled you such good loot. Speaking of, hey, Random Duck, will you try and do the rolls again? Will you try to do the roll the dice with the stream overlay thing again? Because now it's been on there a while. Anyway, while they do that, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to look at you, Thysse. And I'm going to tell you that unfortunately you're now at 3 levels of exhaustion because you have no food and water.
3. Yeah. Wait, even though I rolled a 58, surely I dropped 1?
No, because you have no
Just
food
left
and
a little
water.
bit better.
You have no food and water. You just didn't get any extra ones.
Mm,
Keep in mind, 6 is death. You're on day 4 out of 7 in the dungeon.
yeah.
All right, so you're going to try to make a bed. I'm going to need a workmanship check.
Yes. I'm rolling it somewhere else. I rolled a 15 for a 20.
Okay. Wow. It takes you 2 hours to make the bed.
Okay, I'll take it.
You carve out the stone with your pickaxe, chisel it, mock it up to perfection, and make the legs fit in the slots. Now what are you going to do with the bed?
Put it in the slots, put the guy on it.
When you put him on the bed, the stone melts into the ground, and your feet melt into the ground. You slowly descend into the ground, and you hear a gravelly voice saying, "Thank you." Now,
Could you repeat that? The mic didn't pick it up too great.
I said you hear a gravelly voice saying thank you.
All right.
And now this is important. For the next 10 minutes, you can swim in stone.
Ooh. I'm gonna swim under the barrier and just grab all the loot.
Okay. When you enter that barrier, you said you're grabbing all the loot. Do you touch the sword?
I grab the loot first, and then I want to just take a minute to look at the sword from all angles.
Okay. All right, time to do loot rolls. How many were there? 4 plus the sword, I think?
I think so. Because I rolled 1 for myself.
Yours was the pickaxe.
Oh, right. Okay, cool.
All right. One, two, three, four. Because I know what that sword is, I don't need to roll for it. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? It is not rolling. Try again. This extension is going to be the death of me. It seems like a cool extension if it can work.
We will figure it out. I couldn't do it while also being on stream.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it seems to be on paper everything we wanted.
Yes, it just doesn't seem to work fully.
Yeah, paper doesn't always translate to practice.
True. All right, it seems to not be rolling the dice. Wonderful. I'm going to use my physical dice. When it said down you could manage permissions, maybe it's something in there. Maybe. I'll take a look at it after stream today and do something about it today or tomorrow. I'll do my best. But in the meantime, all right. Where's my D10? I know there's one in here. Is it you? No, you're a D8. You're a D10. All right. We're going to roll this twice. The first number is the tens place. The second number is the singles place. That is a 3. Make sure y'all can actually see it. And we'll do it like this. And 9 for 39. All right. Next roll is a 6 and a 4 for 64. And a 5. Thysse, write down these numbers. And a 4 for 54. Another 6. And a 3 for 63. So you have 63, 64.
54 and 39.
Yep. I didn't even get through listing them. He was on the ball.
Wait, Stormlight die? You'll have to send me a picture. I haven't seen those.
Oh, yeah. I'm using the Stormlight dice for this. So.
That is rude that you haven't shown me the pictures.
Look.
I am disappointed.
That's actually
I see.
That is the camera stand, by the way, that we're using tonight.
Oh, nice.
So I had them on hand if I needed them because the dice things didn't work.
Mm.
That was actually why that's there. Okay. So.
I left my dice in the UK.
Middling rolls for his luck. Yeah, it's the liquid core dice from the RPG. Middling rolls for his luck. They're not bad. So. All of those, except the 39, are uncommon magic items. Thysse, are you ready to write down things?
I am ready.
The first uncommon magic item is a gauntlet. It's a singular gauntlet. This is a gauntlet of protection. This gauntlet allows you to cast a shield spell once per day. It holds up to 1 charge. It gets 1 charge at the beginning of a day. It is a left-handed gauntlet. Let me know when you've written that down, and I'll tell you the next one.
I have written that.
All right. Your next one is the 39. The 39 is a small, one-handed short sword with engravings on it and magic gems set in the handle that are a total of worth about 400 magic stones for the blade plus the gems that are in it.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we're going to do the 63. Your 63
Yep.
is a fire breath necklace. It allows you, once per day, to absorb fires from around you to breathe them out in a cone attack. You need at least 3 torches worth of fire to use it, but when you breathe it out, it does 10d4 fire damage in a 15-foot by 5-foot line, or a 10-foot cone.
I have the damage and area again.
10d4. I don't know if I said 10d4 the first time or not. I don't
It
remember,
was 10d4.
but I think it was 10d4.
Yeah.
So it's 10d4,
Yeah.
15-foot by 5-foot line, or 10-foot cone. It does not have charges. It just requires the torches. So as long as you have enough
Okay.
fire around you, you can convert that fire into a fire breath.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind not to use this in 2 enclosed spaces. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit your character very well because, you know, tunnel problems. But
Although,
you could sell it, you could give it to a party member, you could do other things with it.
I'm also thinking how cool it would be to like burst up out of the ground and just like there fire.
Yeah, but also using
from
fire in an
below.
enclosed space will get rid of the oxygen, so it's very dangerous to do.
Well, yeah, but that's why you come out of the tunnel, breathe fire, then go back into the tunnel.
Maybe. Depends on how you use it. But again, it's less good for your character than other characters. But
Yeah.
have you written that one down?
Next, I have written that one down.
All right. Now you have your 64. This one is a little bit interesting. It is a breastplate of brilliance. This is a medium armor that gives 14 armor class plus your dexterity modifier up to 2. When struck with an attack, it flashes bright white light, and it has a DC 14 save, or it blinds the attacker. This is sized for a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
In these chests, you find 8 wineskins, and you find about 12 things of hardtack, and about 4 boxes of preserved meat.
Awesome.
You got everything written down?
Yes.
Do you touch the sword?
I wanted to investigate it first.
Okay.
Just like take a minute to look over it.
Go ahead. Roll an investigation check.
That is that. No, that is that. Do I get any pluses?
Nope.
No. That is a 17.
You recognize this sword. This is the sword of the Stone King. This is a sword that has gone down in your mythology as one of the dwarves. The sword is very simple, but does something very profound. It allows the user to swim through stone while wielding the sword.
Interesting.
The movement speed for swimming through stone will scale with your level. It is 15 feet plus 3 times your level. Write that down. The sword's damage. It is a longsword. It is two-handed only. It cannot be used one-handed. But it is a longsword. It is 2d6 damage, slashing, plus 2d4 damage, bludgeoning. This is a legendary item. But the Sword of the Stone King is cursed. The Sword of the Stone King has 2 curses on it. The first curse of the Sword of the Stone King is dehydration. Using the Sword of the Stone King dehydrates its user. For every 6 or 7 seconds you spend using this weapon, you lose about 5% of the water that you would drink throughout the day. So you're going to want to write that curse down. It's very important. The second curse of the Sword of the Stone King is that when you use the Sword of the Stone King, it can cause you to forget things. These curses can be removed. However, the removal of these curses will cost around 1,000 to 2,000 stones in town. How far have we made it? Just get done with D&D. He's on his 3rd character. He just got a legendary item. But it's a very, very cursed legendary item. And he has to consider whether or not he wants to use it. Now, do you touch the sword?
I do. I pick it up.
The sword does something you never heard about in Legends. When you touch the sword, it pierces your wrist and swims into your skin, causing you immense amounts of pain as it brands itself as a tattoo on your forearm. The dehydration effects have now become permanent and cannot be removed because you touched it with your bare hand. However, the other curse can still be removed.
Yeah.
The sword is now bound to you. You can unbind it, or you can attune with it. If you attune with it, you will be able to summon the sword. You can attune to 5 artifacts in this. You can use magical artifacts without attuning to them. Attuning to them can give you special bonuses. Not every artifact can be attuned with. But if you attune with it, it will give you some bonuses. I can't tell you what they are right now. You'll have to attune with it to find out. Otherwise, you can unbind it from yourself and sell it if you would like to. But as long as it's bound, it can be summoned from the tattoo.
Okay.
Attuning with it will take a week. You'll have to do it outside of the dungeon.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to carry on for now and look at tuning it later.
Okay.
Yeah. I do just need a minute. I will be right back.
Okay. See you in a second. Well, while he does whatever he's got to do, chat, what do you think about the puzzle? How did you enjoy that? You missed Twig? You? Twig was a nice character. Yeah. This puzzle was set up for the second person. The second person, if they, I had set up a room that if somebody in chat was going to start with loot before they started a round, I was going to put them in this room. The Sword of the Stone King, no matter what race you were, was the sword in this room. This is his 3rd character. His 3rd character, if he had not solved the puzzle on today, was actually going to die tomorrow, most likely. So he got lucky that he finally realized yesterday, game time wise, that he was being an idiot. I don't know how he realized it. I don't know what his epiphany was, but he was like, oh, I'm being stupid trying to move all this furniture. He was right. The furniture was a red herring. um, but he did actually solve the puzzle. And now he has a legendary sword. However, this legendary item is heavily cursed, and it will be a while before he's able to uncurse it, and he made one of the curses permanent by touching the sword with his bare hand. The gauntlet was always going to be found with the sword. He was supposed to pick it up with the gauntlet on. He did not. He did. He took a moment to sit down in game and call himself dumb. So yeah, that's where we are right now. Hope y'all have enjoyed the process. All right. You have about a day and a half left in the dungeon. You've got some drink and you've got some food. Would you like to rest?
To eat and drink and stare at myself and really just question what I was thinking. The rolls started helping me so much, and then they went off the rails, and it took me on a tangent that I did not need to go down.
It was a red
Your
herring.
dice hate me.
It was a red herring. It was always supposed to be a red herring.
No, it was. But, like...
It worked so well,
because
it
I
almost
rolled
killed
so
you.
badly... No, I know. If I hadn't rolled so badly, I would have figured it out so much sooner.
It happens.
Anyway, yeah, I question myself. I eat some food. I drink some wine.
Yeah.
I wait. Oh, I'll also put on the breastplate, the gauntlet, and I will put on the necklace.
Okay.
Just because I want every advantage I can have.
Okay. That's perfectly fine.
And then I'm going to take a long rest.
You will want to take off your armor to get a full good sleep. It'd be hard for you to sleep in that armor. You're not adjusted to it yet. That's actually the attunement bonus for uncommon magic items that are armor, is that you can full rest in them. But again, it'll take a week to attune to them.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I'll just chill.
Okay. Well,
I'll take off what I need to.
You have about 4 hours left in the dungeon when you wake up. You don't need to make a luck roll today because you didn't leave the barrier, because you didn't tell me you swam out of the barrier. If you had, you would have had to, because the other barrier went down, which means people could have found you. All right, now we're gonna do something fun. What do you want to do with your last 4 hours? I see you spawned random loot. I'm gonna Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I spawned random loot.
I saw.
Before I get out, I'm going to, instead of using the sword, I'm going to try and dig down using my tunneling to see if I can get under the barrier.
Yes, you can. I forgot your character could tunnel when I made this puzzle. I didn't make this puzzle for you, to be clear. Your character inspired me to make this puzzle. This was not meant for you as a character.
Yeah, I completely forgot I could tunnel. And I was like, I stone swam under, and I was like, could I have just done that the whole time?
Yes, you could have. This puzzle wasn't made for your character.
I was like, I can tunnel already.
All right, as you're tunneling, as you're digging, I'm going to have you make a D100 roll.
All right.
I hate you.
76.
All right, he's going to get another rare magic item, y'all. But this time, chat's going to get to decide what kind of item you get.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I like it. Let's make it interesting, chat. Let's make it interesting.
Chat, you can decide what category the item is, whether it's armor or an accessory or a yuan stone or a weapon or anything. Heck, it could be the copper codpiece of castration. That was a joke. That is not an item that exists.
Yet.
No, I wouldn't put that in this game. Oh, you are an evil TM?
It's still being...
You've played my games before. You've been on a streamed game before. It's Willow.
Yeah, I know.
I know, I'm not surprised. All right, so what kind of equipment is he getting? Y'all gotta let me know. This is chat's decision. I refuse to roll for it. Chat has to tell me, or you're not getting anything.
I'll just be waiting under the ground. There's like something in front of you. We don't know what. It's something.
Y'all have a moment. I'm just letting y'all know that I'm not like gonna move on and just roll it. Oops, car went to bed while we were alive. I didn't think about that.
Oh yeah. Time difference.
Okay, I sent her a message. You can see it in the morning.
We are completely ignoring the fact that it is 20 to 4 for me.
It's fine.
It's fine. Jade has also gone to sleep.
I would
She
assume
did
so.
night shift, stayed awake to do work on the house, and then crashed.
All right. Are you planning on exploring the rest of the dungeon, or are you just gonna rest here until you get pulled out of the dungeon?
I'm going to explore a little bit. So if it makes it easier, we can come back to the loot roll.
Well, we might just come back to it in a second. This is Youth Pastor.
I want to
This
sort of...
is the African Youth Pastor. He's not allowed to give ideas.
Yeah, I'm not giving ideas
He's not allowed.
yet.
Oh, so Random Duck.
I want to try and...
Random Duck. We are deciding what loot he gets. Y'all get to pick the category of the loot. Like, is it an accessory? Is it a rare item? Is it a pocket toy? Is it armor? Is it a gauntlet? Is it boots? Is it a helmet? Is it a ring? Is it, excuse me, a weapon? Y'all get to pick what this is. Oh. It is rare. It is a rare magic item. We're picking what the kind is, though. 76 is rare magic item. We're just picking what slot it goes in. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with coming up with an artifact called the Copper Codpiece of Castration if they don't come up with something. A ring? All right, Willow says it's a ring. I'm going to give y'all 3 choices between rings. Do you want the Trollkin ring, the Ring of Everending Fire, or the Ring of Eternal Bliss? Wolfie cannot hear well because she's in a car. All right. We have the... what do they do? No info. You just get names. Your idea is let chaos reign? I can roll for it.
Chaos Rain.
Do you want to roll for it, Thysse?
Sure, what am I
All right,
rolling?
roll a d4. A 4 is a reroll, and the other ones, it's going to go in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. The Ring of Eternal
I don't know what
Bliss.
3 is.
This is going to be funny. While you're digging,
I'm basically always high.
you come across a ring, and it's called the Ring of Eternal Bliss. You pick up this ring and investigate it. This ring is a ring that puts someone into a permanent sleep. It lets you cast the sleep spell with 48 hit points worth of value, but it can only affect one target at a time. And until you use it on another target, or the ring becomes unequipped, that target stays asleep.
So it doesn't put me to sleep.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my
That's not
Sandman.
bad.
They wake up as soon as you try to use it on someone else, keep in mind.
Oh, but this is so fun. I'm a tunneling sandman. I swim through the stone and I can put
Alright.
people to sleep randomly.
You have dug out from under there now. Would you like to leave this room and explore more, or would you like to wait it out here? Because either way, you only have about 3.5 hours left before the dungeon kicks you out.
I'm gonna look down the passage and see what I see, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try and be a bit stealthy about it.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
I rolled an 8.
All right. Now roll a perception check. It's a go to sleep, go to sleep. Yeah. It is a go to sleep ring.
I have equipped the ring.
All right. Make a perception check looking down the hall.
I see a 7.
You don't see
That
anything down the
bot
hall.
also doesn't.
You don't see anything
like
down
me.
the hall. Just looks like an empty hallway. Although, you don't have dark vision, you can't see more than about 15 feet down this hall. The light is only in the room you're in. It is pure darkness past this room. Which is the only reason you can see about 15 feet worth of dim light.
So that sword. How do I do the stone swimming part?
You just say you want to use it, and it will start using the water instantly. You can see 5 feet ahead of you outside of the stone. So you need to have a path laid out before you start.
Okay. I'm gonna walk down the passageway a little bit, but I'm gonna be slow about it. Actually,
in combat, it takes an action to enter the stone. I should have mentioned that.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
You're gonna want to write that down, though.
Yeah. I kind of gathered. I'm going to light a torch.
Okay.
So that I can sort of see a bit further.
Yep. You'll be able to see to the end of the passage now. Make me another perception check, why don't you?
Just writing that about the sword.
And let me know what you rolled.
We try this other bot.
Okay.
See if it likes me at the moment. No, it does not. It hates me more. It rolled a 2.
You see nothing.
I'm gonna stick to rolling on roll 20 because none of them like me.
So you see nothing. What do you want to do?
I'm going to question with the ring. What was the DC on that, or was there no DC?
It's the sleep spell.
Sleep
So,
spell.
do you know how the sleep spell
I
works?
am not a caster. No, I am not a caster.
All right. So,
I hit things, or I hit things with arrows.
here's how the sleep spell works. This spell sends a creature into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. You get to target a singular creature with yours.
Mm.
Usually it starts by the creature with the lowest hit points. They just fall unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the creature awake. You subtract the creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next lowest hit points. Creature's hit points must be lower than the total remaining to be affected. Undead creatures are immune to being charmed and aren't affected by this spell. You may have noticed there was not a save for that spell.
Okay, yeah. No, that's cool. I am going to walk down the passageway.
It's a rare magic
I
item for a
feel-
reason.
Yeah. So
Alright.
I'm going to be careful. I'm going to like check for traps as I walk down the passageway,
Okay, make an investigation check.
but I'm going to sort of start heading down. It rolled a 4.
You don't see any traps. You don't see
Okay.
anything. Seems like a perfectly safe passage.
I'm going to tunnel to the side.
Where? Ping it. To ping, right click, and a ping thing will pop up.
There.
Okay.
I'm going to tunnel the other side.
Okay.
And I'm going to sort of tunnel along.
Okay. You can go
And
5
sort of
feet at a
get
time.
to about.
All right.
Yeah. I'm sort of going to get in line with
as
there.
you get close to there, you hear a sound.
Yeah. I'm going to go back and wait in the protected space.
Okay. Okay. As you pass the entrance, looking back, you see what appears to be a many-legged frog waiting in ambush at the end of this tunnel.
Yeah. Wait.
I was kidding. There's
What
not
is the
actually a
range on
frog there.
sleep? Like, I was about to go and attack it.
While you are within range, were it actually a many-legged frog, it would not affect it. You don't have enough hit points to affect
Okay.
it. If that tells you
that's what I was
something
gonna
about
ask.
how strong these guys are.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I
I
just put
kind of
that there to
gathered.
mess with you. I'm not going to tell you what you did or didn't see or hear down this hall. I just put that there to mess with you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait my time out because, like,
All right. Yeah. All right.
I'm still pretty
We've had
sure
our
I'm on
first
like
victory,
2 points of
everybody.
exhaustion.
So he waits his time out, and he feels a tugging in his chest as he's pulled into the ether. He can't see what happens, but he feels himself yanked back. And all of a sudden, he sees the portal on the other side as he is spat out onto the ground next to thousands of other people. Some of them are on their feet. Many first-time explorers are also on their back. And the majority of them look heavily injured. At least 7 people near him have missing limbs. One person is missing an eye, and one person had a whole chunk bitten out of their side. There are very few who are in his general vicinity who are not new explorers, and most of the new explorers are in some way maimed. You have made it out successfully, and now have to pay the taxman. You owe 100 crystals after your first expedition. You collected no magic gemstones. you will have to give up the gem-encrusted sword or another magic item in order to pay the tax, and they do not give refunds or give you change.
Did you say how much the necklace was worth?
I did not.
Because you did say the sword.
The sword, you know, because you're a dwarf and you can see the base materials it's made out of. You don't have any talent to identify magic items.
Can I pry some gems free to the worth of
Make
100?
an artisan check to see if you can get the big gem out of the pommel.
Because I do have all the tools.
Make an artisan check to see if you can get the big gem out of the pommel. Artisan checks have a +5 to you.
I get. Aha. That's what I was trying to figure out.
You're looking for a 16.
I rolled a 7.
So you cannot, no.
I give up the sword.
Okay. All right. We will do the in-town roleplay when we have the full group. You are the first person to pass. Congratulations. You got a legendary item out of it. We are going to end this out with a raid. Let us see who is live. That'll do.
Oh, this really cool guy that I follow, Adventurers Guild. He's live. You should go raid him.
All right. So, thank you all for coming. I mean it. It was a wonderful time. And we are going to go see World Wanderers.
Uh-huh. On the plus side, I got through an entire episode of Bridgerton.
Adventures, thank you for the raid!
I was going five an hour. I wasn't worried about hitting.
I'll mute for this. Hello, adventurers. Welcome in, raiders. My name is World Wanderers. You're looking to die. I saw you were streaming your.
All right, so we have just a
Willow the Rogue. Why are you crying? Did you die? DM. Good job. Good job. Kill the player. Yeah, that's what. For. Yeah, not my time. Not my time. Oh, good.
Oh,
and
I totally just realized that I've had the tongues.
Yeah, I was like, I think I need something here, man. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. But welcome in, raiders. Welcome in. We're currently doing Vintage Story. I'm getting caught up on all the things they have done because I have been I have been gone for a while. 2 days.
Indeed.
2 days, and they're already at iron. Raid, let's go! Yeah. Okay. I need to put some of the stuff I had. We had our first success tonight. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I heard it. I heard about it. You killed someone. Good. Let the hate flow.